End of the fucking world season 2. We're here. So end of the world, end of the fucking world. I didn't know how to speak. I'm speaking like don't mind me. End of the fucking world season 2 picks up where end of the fucking world number 1 picked up. Well, it didn't pick up there. It left off there. And that is with James being shot by the police, Alyssa being taken to jail, and then we find out what the fuck happens. Did James die? Did Alyssa go to jail? Where are we? So it picks up not there. It picks up a little bit before that when we find out that the fucking weirdo as like rapist from the first season was actually having a relationship with a sort of student named Bonnie. Bonnie wasn't a student there. She was going to his class, and they ultimately were falling in love, as she says, but I think he was just plotting to kill her. And see that she goes to jail after she kills somebody who he tells her is going to pretty much ruin his career and whatnot, but it's actually somebody he has hurt as well. And we see her kill that person, then go to jail, write him letters. He tells her that now he loves her, and then we find out with her that when she finds out that he actually got killed and murdered, and now she's blaming Alyssa and James, and now we start off where we left off. Alyssa went to do, I think, a probation, and then James got shot, but then he didn't die. He actually had to recover, do some therapy in order to walk again, and now he is left off of probation after they found out that the fucking guy they murdered was a piece of shit, so who the fuck cares, right? And then we are beginning our story here. Alyssa's now getting married because she thinks James doesn't love her anymore after James was forced to write a letter to her saying, I hate you, leave me alone, but being forced by Alyssa's mother so Alyssa could have a normal life, as her mother says. She ends up getting married, but then James shows up again and they go on the run because they're not sure where they're going with things. James' father has died now. James has no one. He loves Alyssa, but he is like, well, she doesn't love me. What can I do, right? Well, turns out that they pick up a hitchhiker. Hitchhiker turns out to be Bonnie. Bonnie is now trying to kill them both because she believes they murdered her deranged lover for no apparent reason other than to murder him. But nope, he was a piece of shit. And I'm going to continue to say that because that was a piece of shit. So then we get to these whole hijinks with them. A motel owner gets killed. There is a feminist pharmacist who is just hilarious throughout the show. And then we finally see our conclusive end at a diner showdown where Bonnie is slinging her gun all around. James and Alyssa are there just watching, and then they tell her how much of a piece of shit her lover was. Ultimately, she gives in, and they are able to tackle her down, take the gun, she goes to jail, and then Alyssa disappears. James is worried after the letter that she leaves, thinking that she might have hurt herself, but he finds her back at the piece of shit's house because she still can't get over what happened that night and tells James this. Ultimately, they go out to scatter his father's ashes together. Then they go out to lunch where Alyssa tells him, I think I love you as well, but I need help. I need to get the psychological help I need in order to move on. And I thought this was one of the best endings because it's a true ending. Of course, Alyssa would not be able to overcome what happened that night as well as James, and they do end up caring for each other as we see throughout the season, but they just don't know how to grasp everything that's happened in the past 2 years, and they do need the help if they want to continue to have a great relationship. Where the fuck are we leading to next? There's no word yet if there is going to be a season 3. I'm not sure. I did enjoy the first season a little bit more than I did this one. Not to say this one's bad, but it was more of a slow burn, I would say. And I definitely do want to see where their story goes from here. Whether that's more of a mundane relationship from here on out, or if they get into something else, I would definitely love just to know a little bit more closure, even though I think this last episode was the closure we needed for them both, because they pretty much are more honest with themselves now and they are definitely trying to make things work. But I thought that the show did a great job at portraying the sort of PTSD that both of them might have and really showing that they are still human and care for each other at the end of the day, no matter what happens. So what are your thoughts on the end of the fucking world season 2? Did you like it? Did you not? What do you think about the ending? Do you want a season 3? Let me know in the comments below. I enjoyed it, as I said. But anyways, if you haven't already subscribed, hit that like, comment, share, all that good stuff. Check out my other videos, Dr. Sleep, Parasite, and we got a Knives Out video coming out this week. So if you haven't already subscribed, hit that notification bell, all of that. What are you waiting for? Go ahead and do that right now. I'll see you all next time. Stay positive.